One of the features of MicroStation is that you can open an AutoCAD drawing and work on it as though you're working in AutoCAD. You are, of course, still working in MicroStation with MicroStation tools, but the net result is an AutoCAD drawing that is saved as an AutoCAD.dwg drawing or as a DXF file. Now, to open a file, simply go to File and Open, and change the files of type to an Autodesk.dwg file type. And then you'll see in the selected folder only AutoCAD drawings. I'm going to open this drawing, and as soon as I point to it, you'll see the display showing the basic contents of the file plus the version of the AutoCAD drawing in which the drawing was made. Also, an Options button opens at the bottom of the Open dialog box, which if you click on that, allows you to make some pre-settings before opening the file. MicroStation does a reasonably good job of opening an AutoCAD file in the best way possible, but you can help the process with various settings. I'm not going to go into these because things get quite complex. I'll simply say OK to the defaults. And then when I click on the drawing to open it, I'm presented with a dialog box that asks me what units I would like to use. And at this point, of course, it's rather helpful to know what units were used in the original AutoCAD file that you're opening. In this case, it was meters, so I'm going to stay with meters. And I'll say OK. At which point the AutoCAD drawing opens and looks like any other design file, even though technically I'm working in the DWG format. So again, I'm working in MicroStation with MicroStation tools, but in an AutoCAD drawing. You can tell that because at the right end of the status line, you'll see a blue symbol which says DWG Work Mode. Now this is automatic. When you open an AutoCAD drawing, MicroStation automatically opens into the DWG Work Mode, which restricts MicroStation's tools to those which can be used in an AutoCAD drawing. There's no point in using MicroStation tools which are not compatible with AutoCAD. So that's an automatic selection. Now at this point you can work in this drawing and proceed as if you were in a design file, but with the restricted tools and techniques available to you. If you wanted to create an AutoCAD file from scratch, then you'd use the default seed file, which is seed.dwg, which is available when you open a new drawing file. And naturally, the seed.dwg seed file loads the appropriate AutoCAD functionality. Now, a lot depends too on how you intend to work with an AutoCAD file, and there are several possibilities. First, you might intend to work mostly in design files, but deliver DWG files or DXF files to clients. You might intend to work in a mixed environment where you work in both design and AutoCAD formats, but in which you don't convert MicroStation files to AutoCAD files. Or, alternatively, you intend to work entirely with AutoCAD files while in MicroStation. For example, you work on a client's AutoCAD files in MicroStation and deliver AutoCAD files to clients. Now, there are further complications, of course. If you intend to work in design mode, but save MicroStation files as AutoCAD files, you need to be aware of how MicroStation's functions convert, or in fact don't convert, to AutoCAD files. To help things along, however, you can force MicroStation to only open either file type in AutoCAD mode with limited functionality. To make only the DWG mode available, you would typically go to Workspace and Configuration and open the MS Work Mode configuration file. And here at the moment it says DGN, which is the MicroStation design file. So you're working in MicroStation's functionality. But if you change that to DWG, then MicroStation will disable drawing and editing tools that are incompatible to the AutoCAD file format. Now that, of course, is a permanent change until you reverse the work mode configuration back to DGN. So every drawing you did would be under the AutoCAD functionality conditions. So what it comes down to is that you have to evaluate the frequency with which you are likely to work with AutoCAD files. and then decide on the file format that you need to deliver to clients or workgroups. And in general, you would only consider restricting all file types to the DWG mode if you work entirely in AutoCAD files. The help files are fairly helpful on this, but it is quite a complicated subject. But I can give you a few items which are in the DWG mode restrictions area, and you can find these restrictions in the help files under work mode functions. First of all, area patterning is replaced by AutoCAD hatching. Cells where only shared cells are allowed, and in dimensions, all dimensions must be placed using a dimension style, and many of MicroStation's standard dimension settings are also disabled. There is no such thing as element class, and line styles are restricted to custom line styles only. Models is more of a problem, since AutoCAD only allows one design model in a drawing file, but multiple sheet models. And in fact, if you have a MicroStation drawing which you are converting to an AutoCAD drawing, all models in the MicroStation drawing will be converted to individual AutoCAD files. References cannot be self-referenced, and creating or editing save views in sheet models is not allowed. Tags can only be attached to cells, and in text fonts, TrueType fonts are available, but many text settings are not available, and view groups aren't allowed at all. Now that's just a short list of the differences between AutoCAD functionality and true MicroStation designs. If you intend to work extensively in AutoCAD drawings, it's really important to take the time to thoroughly read the help information regarding the different formats, which is especially so since Bentley constantly updates MicroStation's access to AutoCAD files.